Good evening. So, I have to make you dreaming, apparently. But I would like to start by telling you why I came to Mol to dream. Because this is a fantastic place if you want to innovate. Because this is a fantastic place that gives you the right and the chance to dream. It's just up to you to do it and to dare. And that's what makes Mol so unique, and that's what makes SCKCN so great. And I'm very pleased to try to show you how fantastic this place. We honestly say generally it's the cradle of nuclear in this country. It is, it was, and it will be, because we would like to continue this dream going on in this country, because we don't believe that you can maintain nuclear just because you are producing electricity or just because you have been producing electricity, but because you are capable to create new nuclear. You can create many applications in nuclear. What is the law forbidding is making electricity from fission. But from fission you can do much more than electricity. So this is what we are willing to do with the MYRRHA project, a new pan-European research facility for innovation. That is what about MYRRHA. And you see on this picture central on the site of SCKCN this fantastic machine that we would like to realize, not for the sake to say we made a good machine or that, but to create people dreaming to realize it, people making it happening, because it's an industrial project today. It has been mentioned by Bernard. We went from research to construction. That's what we are doing. The principle, indeed, is a bit different than a classical reactor. So we are coupling a high-power accelerator, not only high power, but very high reliability of the beam, which we need for that. And therefore, we got two injectors, what you can see here, 1 and 2, and then many cavities that we can actually count on the redundancy in order to achieve the reliability. Why we need that? Because we need to drive the reactor of MYRRHA, which doesn't contain enough fuel to sustain the chain reaction in such a machine. And so, the other thing which is specific, we are actually using as a coolant no water, no sodium, not helium, no CO2, no air, but a specific liquid metal, a mixture of lead and bismuth. And the reason for doing so, because we need fast neutron in our reactor to allow the word that you were supposed to know, transmutation. And what's transmutation? It's just fissioning some heavier element than the classical one we are fissioning today in our reactors. Uranium or plutonium, we can fission them. We can fission them also in ADS. But the reason that we need subcriticality and heavy metal, because we would like to fission these very radiotoxic elements that are left in our fuel of our nuclear power plant. And the reason of doing MYRRHA is to demonstrate the efficiency of transmutation. The second thing why we went to the power of this machine and that size, because we would like pre-industrial scale. When I came here, I was talking with a gentleman. He said to me, how much will it cost to make all this fuzz about the nuclear waste with this approach? I told him today we can say numbers, but the uncertainty on those numbers are high because the technical readiness level for some of the technologies is not high enough to give numbers with reduced uncertainty. Therefore, we need a pre-industrial scale test of the technologies we would like to do. At lab scale, we have demonstrated everything, and you know at lab scale, things are easy. When you go to pre-industrial scale, then you know, is what you've shown in the lab works or not? That's what we are about to do. And then we would like to make out of this facility a very flexible new irradiation facility. You know that in our site of Mol, we have one of the greatest material research reactors of the world, the BR2, and we would like actually to get at a certain moment the capacity we are demonstrating every day in BR2 be also capable to do in MYRRHA. And that's why we say flexible irradiation facility. And BR2 is our inspiration. When you have such an inspiration at home, it's easy to learn. And actually, it has been said, nuclear energy is contributing half of the clean electricity of the European Union, and nuclear energy is not in the Green Deal. I think as a community, as researchers, as citizens, we have to express our opinion on this bad idea. Another aspect which is very important for our, action to say that we can replace our nuclear power plants by gas-fired. Yes, it's part, maybe the less penalizing solution. Nevertheless, we will continue cooking the planet. The transmutation, what we want to do, thanks to that, is not replacing the geological disposal. Guys that are telling that are misleading you. We would like to reduce the radiotoxicity of the waste that we are going to put underground. And even you do transmutation, you will have geological disposal. You should be clear about that. Nevertheless, you reduce the radiotoxicity for these numbers if you do not do any reprocessing. If you do the classical reprocessing, your vitrified waste brings you here, and if you go to transmutation of MYRRHA actinide, you go down. It doesn't mean that it's not a dangerous process. It's not, risky. Yes, there are risks of irradiation. It's there. We have to do it as we are doing in nuclear, classical nuclear. We are dealing in a responsible way with those things. And so, this is the main justification. Nevertheless, I said we would like to make a new fantastic irradiation facility for actually accelerating research and innovation in various fields. What I wanted to show, medical applications. This country is a world champion. We play Champions League and we win actually World Cup every day in the nuclear radioisotope and nuclear medicine in this country. We would like to keep that capabilities for our country. And we will be triggering new families of radioisotope and applications. This is next generation that will be working on this. Second thing we would like to do, fundamental research and accelerator technology improvement requested by our project will be triggering innovation also for the technology of accelerators. You increase the reliability, you increase the performances of your machines, which are today tripping so many times that you are losing beam time instead of making physics or applications with that. We'll be making material irradiations for future systems or safety reasons. We will work for the fusion material also in our machine. So opening new windows of innovation. And actually, thanks to MYRRHA, and which is embedded in various European projects and roadmaps, among others in the S3, the strategic report for S3, it's the only Belgian project in that book, which contains about 80 large projects with a budget ranging from few hundred million euros to few billion euros. So we are not the biggest among them, but we are middle size in that book, and it's the only Belgian project that we put there. We are also contributing for the set plan in the key action 10 for those who have been contributing to that. MYRRHA is also in there. And we also, and thanks to the effort of many people in the government and in our administrations and in different fora, we succeeded to register the MYRRHA project in both the National Pact for investment, for the strategic investments, and also in the integrated plan for the energy and climate of Belgium. So it's not just a lost project somewhere over there in a countryside of Campina, it's in the national programs. Another aspect, we are actually attracting young generation to our system and bringing them from all the corners of the world. We become an attractive pole for young, talented people. Our talented people do not go outside to look for fantastic machines, but we bring them for ours and all the people from the world to our place, to Belgium. And I would like to finish here and invite you to visit MYRRHA, how it will be when it will be built. Thank you.